Welcome to the Fellowship of the Films podcast, a podcast where we discuss movies, TV, and other pop culture related topics. I was just giving you guys some anticipation there because you weren't sure. It's not as though I say this at the start of every episode. You weren't sure what we're talking about. But today it's the TV aspect. We're talking about, once again, She-Hulk.
Specifically, episode 6.
Episode 6.
See, this episode is so bad that it corrupted our first audio file. So this is take 2 now. So we have to talk about this again, so enjoy.
So, yeah, we did a first recording and we had some technology issues. So this is our second time talking about this, and you're going to learn that we're not exactly positive on this episode. So if we're extra negative, it's the combination of the tech problems plus having to talk about this piece of shit twice.
Yes.
But let's get right into it. So She-Hulk episode 6.
The wedding episode is my favorite.
I was so hopeful last week. I don't know.
I was hopeful too.
Last episode, I've been very patient with this show. Well, sometimes less so, but for the most part, I tried to be very...
We have looked at this we've come every week with a positive outlook, trying to look for the best.
Kind of, yeah.
We've given it our best shot.
I've been very, you know what, I'm sure there's people who enjoy a type of show like this. You know what, it's not for everybody, it's not for us, but some people like it. I've been very nice about it, but this pushed me over the edge. I was like, this is garbage.
I can't. It's just...
Last episode, I even had some hope because there's Daredevil, and that's really the only thing interesting about the show anymore. And they didn't even follow up on that.
Nope.
That was just to keep us coming.
Maybe episode 7 through 9. Who knows?
But this was just garbage. Yeah, this was not engaging at all. I was bored. I'm bored with the show. I've tried to keep hope up, but this is garbage. I will not rewatch this. I will not. No.
Yeah.
Garbage.
Specifically, I don't know. Just the whole overall show. It's been kind of trending up and down, but this episode definitely took a downturn for me.
Every episode feels like it's 80% or 85% filler.
Mm-hmm. Or this episode, we had an entire filler plot line where the Mr. Immortal was he was getting sued by all his exes because he kept dying, quote unquote. But what did that lead to? Kind of not much, really. It wasn't. It was. I guess it was supposed to be funny. I don't know.
The building of the relationship between
him jumping out the window,
no, the building of the relationship between, what's her name, the two lawyers that work with She-Hulk.
Oh yeah, her boss and her friend.
But still, it's like
it just and then they discovered the plot to go kill She-Hulk, and it's like, are you kidding me?
I don't know.
Specifically,
there wasn't even a plot to go kill She-Hulk. It was just a hate website.
Yeah. But
either way, this episode just seemed dumb. It just was garbage. I was not.
The wedding was such a cliched wedding with just you had your crazy bride who's like, this day's all about me. Did we even see the groom?
I don't think so.
No, it just
they're keeping a budget.
We didn't cut the amount of actors. You don't even need a groom, but oh my gosh, and it was just there was some other what happened, she met this guy, and that was kind of interesting.
That was a nice thing.
That was the one nice.
I was like, she met a nice guy. That's good.
Cool. That's it. And then the great cliche of your main character who just flips out when they see their mortal enemy in public, and then the mortal enemy's like, I'm not here to kill you. Even though
they try to kill him.
And then they do that anyway, 5 minutes later. But the main character, why would you freak out, man? No one's going to believe you that this person who's probably just, to them, a normal person, is here to come after you. And, I gotta say, Titania or whatever, she is so, fucking cartoonishly evil, she just...
It always feels like a freaking Scooby-Doo plot. And I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you,
And then
Jennifer
she had
Walters.
she's like, her ears are cut. It's just so cartoony. It's just that.
But not
so
in a
fake.
nice way. Just in a shitty way.
It's just so terrible.
It's not fun.
It's so corny.
I know things that are corny, but in a fun way.
This is just pain at this point.
I do not like this.
I am...
Every episode, I would have gotten excited because at the end of the episode we had a little tease of somebody was trying to do something, that was.
I guess it would make sense, especially if she's just being a lawyer, which I don't know why they wouldn't have gone after the Hulk earlier, but whatever, we're gonna ignore that. Maybe just they think they can get an easier target since she's, you know...
I don't know what they're up to, but it's hard for me to get excited for a tease like that, seeming as though every other tease they've made in the show so far has not paid off, I don't think.
Nothing's paid off, really, no.
The guy's attacking her, I'm assuming that's connected to the other thing.
Well, that would be those...
It hasn't...
It showed... I think they even showed some of the... Like, I think it is connected, but...
Yeah, but it hasn't panned out. We haven't gotten anything from Daredevil. We haven't, like, it's just...
It's so
I am
samey.
not
It's
even
so...
wanting to... last week I got a little excited to come back, but this week I'm just like... Watching this next week will be a chore. It'll be like... I guess we have to sit down and do this.
And I gotta say, like, even her, like, at first it was a little quirky, you know, because I know in the comics, like, She-Hulk, you know, that's one of her fourth wall break is kind of funny.
Yeah.
At this point, they're just way too meta. They're just way too meta, and they're not even, like, it's just pain. I just feel cringe. I feel my organs on the inside just kind of melt a little bit. Every single time. She's like, it's the one-off wedding episode. I'm like, ah!
You know what? I don't even... It's... Some of it's okay, but it's the fact that she's calling out that's going to be a boring as crap episode.
You can't do that!
She's literally... Whenever she calls out that it's a show, she's calling out literally the flaws with the show. Like, she's calling out, hey guys, this is going to be a boring episode at a stupid time so that you don't get to see Daredevil. I'm like, why? You just told me, you just single-handedly in the first 5 minutes of the show, you may not want to watch the rest because you just said that what you teased last week is not going to happen. And instead, I have to watch a boring-ass episode of you going to a wedding, a stereotypical wedding with a stereotypical plot. Terrible. Garbage.
You're right. It's so right, actually.
I typically, on this podcast, I try to be a little nicer.
We try to be positive, but we're done. We're
not
done.
Not even positive. I just try to be kind of, well, I guess somebody must like it, or they must have an audience somewhere for this. But I'm just going to be blatantly opinionated right now.
We're done.
In my opinion,
yeah,
this is garbage. I would not recommend this show to anybody. Marvel needs to step up. They started really good with their shows. Like, WandaVision was decent.
WandaVision was definitely worth a watch.
Even Falcon and the Winter Soldier was decent compared to this. Even Falcon and the Winter Soldier was pretty good. It was like an elongated Captain America movie.
It was old. Falcon and the Soldier was not. It wasn't. It was watchable, definitely.
And then what was after that? Loki? Was Loki after
Loki was after that. Loki was good. Because it was those three. Those are the original three.
Yeah.
And then Loki was good. And then
What If was more fun than this.
Oh yeah,
I've said on this podcast before. I didn't really like What If.
I like some of the episodes in What If, but yeah, even that was better.
The whole thing was better than this. What else? Like everything.
Moon Knight was good.
Moon Knight was amazing.
Yeah,
freaking better than almost all of them. I'd say Moon Knight was probably my favorite series.
Oh, Moon Knight was good.
And then this, it's just freaking throwaway. It's like fluff.
If this is filler, I've concluded that at this point because Marvel has nothing on. They had nothing on their slate here. So they just literally filmed filler so they could release something now.
It's terrible because people are going to get tired of Marvel. If you don't have anything on your slate, give people a break. Nobody's going to forget about Marvel just because you took a break.
And then there's and then they're doubling down. Like it's just I can't.
So sorry for the negative episode, everybody, but we are sharing our opinions and we think this is. Well, I think this is garbage.
I can't do this. No, I can't.
We say we can't, but we're going to return.
We're going to come back. I'm going to somehow come back next week and watch.
So I'm going to hope that
we're doing this for you. So
yeah.
At this point,
yeah, you're making us go through this pain. I'm going to guess that next week. No, I'm going to hope that next week.
I know it's not going to be better, but it has to be better than this.
You know what? After waiting all this time, Daredevil's going to be there for 2 seconds in costume, and then it's just going to be Matt Murdock.
I don't even think he's going to be in costume. I think it's just going to be
Matt Murdock.
Yeah, it's just going to be Matt Murdock because, she's a lawyer. He's a lawyer. They're just going to meet at some law shit or something.
There's a clip of them in the trailer in costume.
Okay.
So they'll be in costume, but it'll be for 2 seconds.
And they'll be like, "Oh, I'm late for work." "Oh, you're not. You're She-Hulk. Oh, that's funny."
And then she's like, "Well, I'm already ready for work because all I have to do is transform."
Yeah, look at me. Yo, it's so funny. I'm laughing.
Okay, so we'll come back next week where we'll review the next episode. Hopefully it'll be more positive than this. But so far, everybody, watch the episode to see for yourself. Maybe this is right up your alley, this kind of show.
Hey, if you love boring wedding filler, it's for you. I'll give it to you.
But this was, in our opinion, this was terrible.
This was the worst episode, I think, so far.
Yeah. I was not impressed. Not impressed.
All right.
Anywho, Yeah. Thank you for listening, everybody, to our opinions. This was a quick episode. Come back next week. There are more positive episodes. Just when we review stuff that's crappy,
good,
we're gonna say it's crappy.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you for listening to our podcast today. Follow us on social media, the Twitter, the Instagram. Where can they find that, Ryan?
In the About section of the channel and the description of this video.
Yeah, thank you for listening, everybody. We should have another She-Hulk episode coming up soon, and might be reviewing some other stuff, so we'll see. Have a good rest of whatever it is for you. Day, morning, night, whatever.
Peace out.